delivering quality education, expanding access to learning. The official TV-based instruction of Tagum City. This is Tagum City Division's DepEd TV. Tara na!
What a great day to all the senior high learners out there! We've seen each other again here in Lantaw Compre, our school on air through television. This is another episode of the television-based instruction of DepEd, Division of Tagum City. I am your teacher, Mac Ninyo J. Abinoha from Tagum City National Comprehensive High School, bringing you Earth and Life Science with today's topic, minerals. Minerals do exist in many forms around us. They are value which aids us in our daily lives. Hence, learning and understanding how these substances are incorporated in our surroundings will enable us to take charge of them. Are you now excited to dig more and learn anew? Let's begin by knowing our objectives then. First, identify the examples of minerals. Second, explain the different characteristics of minerals. Third, differentiate minerals based on their properties. Fourth, develop awareness on the importance of minerals around us. Are you ready to discover some important treasures that the earth and science can offer? Well then, prepare your paper and pen and open your module on page 2 for our very short activity. Select the letters of the correct answers. Number 1. Pyrite is yellowish mineral that looks like gold and is commonly called fool's gold. What is the property of mineral exhibited by pyrite, wherein it reflects light and with metallic look? A. Color. B. Hardness. C. Luster. Or D. Streak. The correct answer is letter C. Second, quartz can break other than along planes of cleavage. What property of minerals is shown in this situation? A. Cleavage. B. Fracture. C. Hardness. Or D. Streak. The correct answer is letter B. Third, some minerals like mica has surfaces with planes of weak bonds in the crystals. Thus, its crystals can be peeled like layers of onion. What is the property exhibited by mica? A. Cleavage. B. Fracture. C. Hardness. Or D. Tenacity. The correct answer is letter A. 4. Which property refers to the resistance of minerals of scratching? A. Cleavage. B. Fracture. C. Hardness. Or D. Luster. The correct answer is letter C. Fifth, what are the building blocks of rocks and it is mostly found in the geosphere? A. Elements. B. Minerals. C. Ore. or D. Soil? The correct answer is letter B. Well done, senior high learners! Were you able to get the correct answers? Well, I think so. But don't worry, because your scores will not be recorded, for this is just an initial task. Minerals make up the rocks beneath your feet, the soil that supports plants, the deep rocks of Earth's mantle. Any thorough study of Earth must include an understanding of minerals. But it is not sufficient to study minerals isolated from the rest of the planet. Rather, we can learn more by observing the ways that minerals interact with the other Earth systems. Try to observe the following pictures. You can search the internet to get some more facts and determine what type of minerals are presented in each item. We are using these products made from minerals daily. Graphite is the mineral used in wooden pencil. Halite is the mineral found in salt. Your cell phone is made up of different minerals. The cars that we drive, the roads that we travel, the buildings that we live in are some examples of products derived from minerals. But what are minerals? Minerals are the building blocks of rocks. Mineralogists used some criteria to determine whether a material is classified as a mineral or not. And to better understand it, take note of the following. Characteristics of minerals. First, it is naturally occurring, a product of Earth's natural processes. Second, it is inorganic. It must be product of Earth's physical processes. Third, it is homogeneous solid. Minerals should have definite volume and rigid shape. Fourth, it has definite chemical composition, represented by a chemical formula. And lastly, it has orderly crystalline structure. Atoms of minerals are arranged in an orderly and repeating patterns. To identify minerals, mineralogists observe the following properties of minerals. First, it is the color. Minerals' color may change depending on the surface. Second is the streak. Color of minerals is in powdered form. Third is the hardness. Minerals' resistance to scratching. To determine the hardness of minerals, one must use the Mohs scale of hardness. Diamond is the hardest with a scale of 10. 10. Diamond. 9. Corundum. 8. Topaz. 7. Quartz. 6. Orthoclase. 5. Apatite. 4. Fluorite. 3. Calcite. 2. Gypsum. 1. Talc. Fourth is the cleavage. It is the mineral's resistance to being broken and fractured. Fifth is the crystalline structure or habit. 6 is the diaphanity or amount of transparency. It is the ability to allow light to pass through it. This is affected by a chemical makeup of the mineral sample. 7 is luster. It is how light is reflected off a surface. 8 is tenacity. It describes the mineral's reaction to stress. Like brittleness. It is when a mineral turns into powder. Malleability. When a mineral can be flattened by pounding with a hammer. Ductility. When a mineral can be stretched into wire. Flexible but inelastic. This is when minerals are bent, but they remain into new position. Flexible and elastic. When minerals are bent, and they bring back to their original position. Sectility. It is the ability of minerals to be sliced by a knife. I believe you now have enough information about minerals and how useful they are as components in the creation of all various things around us. What will you do now is to identify the prominent properties exhibited by the following minerals. Fill in the blanks to form the appropriate term that best fits the described mineral property. You are given 5 seconds in answering each item. Number 1. It is a manner by which mineral reflects light. Correct! It is luster. Number 2. It is the color of mineral in powdered form. You are right! It is streak. Number 3. It is the tendency of mineral to break along flat surfaces. That's right! It is cleavage. Number 4. It is the manner breaks other than along planes of cleavage. You are correct! It is fracture. Number 5. It is the resistance of mineral to scratching, and it is the most commonly used property for identifying minerals. You got it! It is hardness. Great job, learners! Keep going and continue answering your modules on pages 9 to 17. And that's the end of today's episode of Lantaw Compre TV School on Air. See you all in our next session. Once again, this is your teacher, Macninyo J. Abinoha. According to Rachel Carson, the real wealth of the nation lies in the resources of the earth: soil, water, forests, minerals, and wildlife. The earth and everything therein exists for us, but we played a significant role in how we keep our treasures.